Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the RR3 podcast. I'm your host, Jack, and I am joined again by my host, Gab.
Hello.
Did you hear about what happened to Jan?
No, I was expecting just Jan to say hi, like usual, you know.
Yeah, well, on his way to his house to get his start the podcast and all that, he got into a crash.
Okay, is it fine? What happened?
No, he's broken all his limbs.
Oh my fucking god, Jack.
He's also got syphilis. I don't know how that happened, but that also happened. Also, it was done in a movie shoot that he was directing, and he got run over by one of the prop cars.
Let me guess, was it the new Avengers?
How did you know?
I know, right?
It's top secret information.
What? Yo, that's mad. I think it was all a cover up. He faked his own death.
Not dead.
Well,
he's about to die though.
Look. Okay, I guess we're just gonna find someone else.
Well, good thing we do.
This week. I think we're not gonna ask him how his week has been. What about you, Jack? How was your week?
How was your week, Jan? I mean, yeah.
I just ask you. How was your week?
Fine. My week has been interesting, to say the least.
Why is so?
Because nothing happened.
Nothing.
You already know this, but for the viewers, I started a diet.
Ooh.
And it involves no carbohydrates.
Fair.
But it's not keto. Big brain.
As I told Jack, how can you do a no carbs diet with no? But it's not keto. Like, it's carbs. It's like low calories.
Because the majority.
It's keto.
No, the majority is not fat. It's protein. That's what I'm eating most.
No.
Keto.
Do not do that.
Is fat. What do you mean?
Because what happens when you do that?
Yeah, but the majority, it's like more protein than fat. But
exactly.
It's not a surplus. It's not like an over.
No.
Dosage
I know.
Of fat.
However, don't do that, because once you do that, you know ketosis. Okay, for the listeners or viewers, ketosis or keto diet turns your body into a special state called ketogenic. No, ketogenic diet turns your body into ketosis. What happens is that instead of using carbohydrates, such as starch or bread or pasta, to use your energy, it starts using your fats. So you have to absorb a lot of fats to eat. So your main energy source becomes all good fats, of course, like eggs, olive oil, butter, cheese, and all of that stuff. So your diet turns from mainly carbohydrates to like 75% fats and 25% proteins and zero carbohydrates. However, when you start eating a lot of proteins, just as Jacques said, what happens is that your body recognizes proteins as its main source of calories. Hence, it will start using your lean muscle mass as energy. Thus, you're going to lose muscles by eating more proteins. So you don't have to do that. You
Very interesting, Gab.
You're going to be
I will change the way I eat again. Because of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know. They're pretty. I don't know.
Sure
for me, fat and protein are pretty equal in what I eat. I just think I eat a majority protein.
Because I know that's how ketosis works, and that's how basically losing fats with like this diet is possible, because your body recognizes fat as an energy source and it has to take it from somewhere. So I guess, but like I find that an extremely like efficient way of, losing weight. But still, you have to be like, you have to know what you're doing, or have done some research.
Yeah, well,
before starting.
as I am looking into this, I don't know. There's a whole load of different things, and I understand what you mean, but
yeah, just watch out.
I'm wondering how how body would use protein.
Well, I mean, if you like protein,
like for example, when you don't have any carb left in your body, it starts using the fat. It doesn't start eating the protein, and in general, you eat way more protein than fat on a day-to-day basis if you eat like a normal human being.
Wait, you eat more protein than fat? No, because protein is highly concentrated in meat. Fat isn't really like fat is 100% fat. Protein isn't really like, it's not like where you have a kilogram of meat. It's not a kilogram of proteins. It's like
I know
20 grams.
Yeah, of course, and it has a little trace. It has trace of carbs at the same time.
Yeah, but I think if
no. But what I'm saying is, on a day-to-day basis, you eat probably protein. Like a normal diet, a normal meal plan probably consists of carbs majority because of this society that we live in.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Then it would be be protein, and then it would be fat.
Look, we live in a society.
We live in a society. God damn it.
No, but yeah, it's more than normal we use carbs because, let's be honest, it's very extremely handy.
And when the body runs out of carbs to use as energy,
it starts using
the fat. It doesn't move to the protein.
I just know that at a certain point, the body, instead of turning into ketosis, it turns into like glycosis or something along those lines. But it's for the protein side of it. That's all I know. Then do my research. Oh no, I don't think it has. Look, there's a video I'm gonna link. I'm pretty sure by doing extra research you can fact check most of the stuff.
Fact check for us, because we're too lazy to.
Anyways.
Okay. So, how was your week, Gab?
Nothing. I did nothing.
Sick. Let's get to the juice.
Okay. You know what? You know what I was getting at?
What were you getting at?
YouTube Rewind 2019.
It was better than 2018.
Look, I have just a question. Did you like it or dislike it?
I will say I liked it because they didn't make the mistake of 2018. I dislike it as terms of a YouTube rewind. Okay. It was trash.
Wait, but like in the end of the video, what did you put? Like or dislike?
None.
Damn it. Okay.
Instead, I went into the comments and typed what everyone else was typing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give my personal opinion with a full-wedged argument. Firstly, I disliked it. And the reason is, number one, in brief, it was boring. I preferred last year's. And hear me out. Last year's, over how cringe it was, and how bad it was directed, and how irrelevant people were in it, there was effort. Like the idea, the sense of feeling, at least they tried to fake it. But like YouTube cared about the creators. But this year, they're taking the piss. They're like, okay, next year, you didn't like what we did. So this year we're just gonna do nothing. And take this. Like, I appreciate they use relevant YouTubers. However, they're a bit forced to. But what I do not appreciate is the lack of effort. Like, they could have done so much crazy stuff. Like, so cool. Like, so many things have happened this year.
Just disagree. Last year, it was failed effort. It was Instead, this year, what's to me, I think of anger is worse than boredom, and that's how I
No,
would describe
well,
these
my
two.
thing is that I'm extremely disappointed because what I was expecting, it's the end of a decade. A decade ruled by YouTube. We could have done such a nostalgia trip, or we could have done there was so many elements
It's not
of
2020
relevancy.
yet.
No, yeah, exactly. It's the end of a decade, 2019. It's starting soon. Let's be honest. 22 days,
Fair
3
enough.
weeks. We could have done the end of an era of internet, where there were these memes, or the start of YouTube, how it all started, how is it now the first streaming platform, the second most viewed website. You could have done with the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. We could have talked about that. We could have talked about KSI versus PewDiePie versus T series, and how at the end they were cool with each other. We could have talked about Etika's thing that happened, and talk about mental health. Do you know what happened?
No, what do you mean?
Etika was a YouTuber, and I think in the start of 2019 he posted a video where he was like, "I'm sorry for all of you," not a formal video. It was a sort of a blog, and then he jumped off a bridge. It was because of he suffered of mental issues.
That is not something you would mention in YouTube Rewind. But
No,
go ahead.
we could have talked about mental health amongst the creators, because it has been an issue for a lot of big creators.
Didn't they do that last year and it failed really badly?
Because last year, exactly, we could have learned from last year. My point being, we could have learned from all the criticism from last year, and secondly, they had so much material. With this year, we could have done a 15-minute video, and I would have loved watching a rewind where it was just a trip back memory lane. But instead, we get a top 10 list, soulless, about statistics where I could have
WatchMojo.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's saying it's WatchMojo, which is true. I could have just watched it there. It would have been even better, because at least there was a voiceover.
Listen to WatchMojo.
It was not even the effects were cool. It was everything box standard.
All right. I get your point, but I'm fine with it, to be honest. I think there's always next year, and
yeah, but
with this, I'm it's better than last year, so just stay with it for now, and it can improve next year.
Yes, but everything is better than last year. I've been a bit exaggerated saying it's better.
The one before. What do you mean? Every year before 2018 was better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything is better than last year. I was hyperbolizing, saying this was was worse, but
okay.
Come on, you cannot get worse than last year. Let's be honest. But
yeah, you
still,
can. Yes, you can.
No, they will not get worse than last year. They cannot do that. It's inhumanly possible. Okay, let's be clear.
If another YouTube Rewind becomes the most disliked video, then that's worse than last year.
But yeah, still, I'm overly disappointed, because I don't know about you, but with Rewind, with all of the previous Rewinds, I have just this really nice memory, but always spotting all the references and all of the creators, and I was oh, I know him. Oh, he's that YouTuber. Oh, I really like him. Oh wow, he's in here. Or oh, it's the FNAF thing, or it's that music that I heard, and it was all of these small things, and it was the whole year, and it was a bit wholesome for me, at least looking back on it. And this year I was gassed because it was like, yes, I hope it's gonna happen like the previous years. They learned from 2018. I bit it up. I watched the video and I was like, cool trailer. What about the rewind? And then I realized it was the proper rewind, and I was disappointed.
Yeah, I think you went in too positive with your too
Yeah, but I was expecting.
Oh my god, they're totally gonna do it. For me,
Yeah.
I was like, I was thinking they were gonna fuck it up again, but then I started. I was like, okay, this is better. I'm pleased. That's how I saw. That's how I it developed the whole thing.
But like I was, because if we were doing one such as 2018, like, or 2017, or like the previous rewinds, I'm pretty sure they would have done a really good job. If they would have done it, I'm pretty sure, because of all of the feedback they would like. That's a lot of feedback to process, and with everything that happened this year, there was like PewDiePie's marriage too. There was like Minecraft.
They mentioned that.
Revival of Minecraft. There was Shane, the makeup community growing.
They mentioned all that.
Yeah, like they mentioned it, but we could have done it so much better.
Yeah, but it's still better than last year.
Yeah,
that's my. I see this as a glass half full.
Yeah, but I'm still a bit disappointed. I was expecting better from YouTube, and the problem is
I was expecting worse. And I got better.
Look,
you were expecting better, and you got worse.
Yeah, okay. This says all about our standards, right, Jacques?
Kinda, but no, it depends on the topic, huh? Hi, Gab. So, okay, well.
I have other juicy stuff. This week I have all the juicy bits.
Okay, well, I'll bring out something I remember doing. And actually, anime, because Jan's not here, dying in a hospital. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast, but there's a series really popular, Devilman Crybaby. Have you seen it? Oh my god! It's a whole like, in itself, it's a trip on marmalade to like death and like gore and epicness. But I only watched the series on marmalade. And
this is more like an interrogation.
It's insane.
Okay.
So,
like, how to say, your judgment doesn't seem, how to say, valid.
Of what?
No, I just have this impression. Look.
Marmalade?
Okay, look. Hear me out.
Oh, by the way, for the viewers, Gab doesn't do marmalade.
Of course I do not.
He's a good
boy. I know, right? Jacques.
I think they're gonna inject some marmalade into Jan in the hospital.
Can you chill? Jacques, are you familiar with the universe of One Piece? Or more or less familiar?
Yeah, up to, Doflamingo arc.
Yeah, that's more than enough. Are you familiar with the world of Naruto?
More or less, yes.
More or less. Did you see the main stuff that happened? Can you recall it?
Okay, so there was the whole exam in the first part.
No. Okay, yeah, it's fine, Jack. It's fine. We're gonna talk about it.
This is all I know for Naruto.
It's fine.
No. This is all I know of Naruto. There's the whole exams. Then there was something about the other eye
episode
person.
like 50.
Then there was the other eye person of the mist or something. I don't remember. Something like that.
Oh, it's Zabuza.
Yeah. Then there was a part with the people with the red clouds on. I think that was the first part. Shippuden. Yeah. And then there was 2 meteor guy.
Oh yeah.
Against all the Hokage.
Oh
and
yeah.
So much thing.
Yeah, okay, no, it's fine because I was gonna say Naruto, like Naruto's universe versus One Piece's universe, who would win? But clearly, I cannot do it. Oh wait, actually, I can do Naruto. You can do One Piece.
Wait, I'm trying to think.
Because for me,
Who would? Maybe Naruto, actually.
because I'm not talking about one-on-one fights. I'm talking about like 100 to 200 characters versus 200 characters. Like team
Low
effort.
key, I think Naruto would win.
Look. Okay, Naruto. Debrief really quickly. People can use energy to make magic. Like ninja stuff. Like,
And One Piece, they can use fruits to do magic.
exactly. However, in Naruto, energy is quantified. You don't have infinite of it. So in Naruto, you have like, you can do like fireballs. You can fucking do bombs that destroy the universe. Like really powerful bombs. You can teleport. You can fucking throw meteors out on top of other people.
Mhm.
Okay, all of this stuff, but anyone can do. In One Piece, however, you have the same abilities, just specified in the person. So basically, Naruto's abilities are for everyone, but like a toned down version of One Piece's abilities. Because hear me out. In Naruto, there's people who can like spit fire. Okay. In One Piece,
Yeah.
there's a guy made of fire.
Okay.
Ace. Or Marco, which is like the Phoenix.
Okay.
In Naruto, there's people who can control ice. In One Piece, there's a guy made of ice that can do continents. In Naruto, there's a guy who controls strings. In One Piece, there's a guy who can control all strings in the proximity of kilometers, no problemo. And can slingshot you, like, he can cut you in half with a string in like 1 nanosecond. In
You're
One
missing.
Piece,
Okay, so you're saying that One Piece is stronger.
like, not one-on-one, but like, if you took them together, or like people, One Piece, Naruto, someone can control sand. One Piece,
Yeah,
the
but
guy's made of
control-
sand and
Okay.
can make everything with sand.
You're
Like,
thinking of Logia fruits for one.
also, I can use also other fruits.
Also, okay, no, but we'll stop for there for now.
Yeah.
I know the world of One Piece. I understand that part. Just because you can be that one thing doesn't mean it beats the person controlling. These are just different story aspects and ways what magic of the world happens. It's different magic systems. But in Naruto, they do vastly greater things that
Yeah,
are
like-
way
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And
However,
like, it's
the thing-
stupid. I'm not saying that Naruto is a better series.
No. We're not.
In
we're
fact,
not talking about
I
like
prefer
better.
One Piece.
Yeah, we're not saying about better
But
or worse
the
series. We're just saying
but-
like strength.
100 characters from Naruto
Like,
easily
okay.
beats
Okay.
100 characters.
It depends
from
if
One
we count
Piece.
the strongest Naruto's character.
I would
Because
take
if the guy is there.
the strongest
then you
Naruto
lose.
characters versus the strongest One Piece characters.
But that's bullshit. You have Madara on Naruto. The guy is the one with the double meter. You know what he did? The guy
Mhm.
faced the entire like soldier like amount of soldiers in all of the planet. And no problemo. Like easy. He was like having fun. He faced
Yeah.
off with most powerful like the 5 like commanders of each country. I don't know how to describe it. The 5 Kages.
The 5 Kage, yeah.
He was playing with them and he was so bored. He was like, yeah, like he was literally taking the piss.
Oh, you stopped one of my meteors? How
Okay.
about have another one?
Boom. No, like he wasn't even trying.
But
And
yeah,
he never tried. Not even against the strongest characters. He never tried. And he didn't have problems. Like Kishimoto, the writer of Naruto.
that's insane. That's
The guy
super
killed
powerful.
him but it's a shit death. Like everybody hates it, but because he couldn't kill him otherwise. So the guy's pure hacks. Okay, so the guy doesn't even count because it's too strong. Okay.
That's like if you removed One Punch Man. If you said One Punch Man versus, I don't know, like,
Yeah, exactly.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
That doesn't
exactly.
make sense. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't remove One Punch Man because One Punch Man.
No, like you
is
can put
part of
Naruto
One
and
Punch
Sasuke,
Man.
which are nearly as powerful. Like together, they're more powerful.
Okay,
But
look,
like individually, they're like 75%.
I'm gonna. Even if you remove Madara, the Kage can beat One Piece.
Look, hear
In
me
my
out.
opinion.
Hear me out. No, it's fine. But okay, do you care about major spoilers in One Piece?
Yes, One Piece.
Okay.
Yes, Naruto.
Damn it.
No, I don't care.
Damn it. Okay, I'm not going to spoil you then. You know Haki?
Haki, yeah.
What about that? Like, it's basically
Haki is
a
really
better
sick.
version of the Sharingan. You know, like the Sharingan, right? Can
The eye
like
thing.
more, yeah. Can like
So,
more or less
yeah.
like predict the moves. Haki
No,
predicts moves.
No, the eye thing in Naruto, I think, is more powerful than observation.
No, yeah, I
Haki.
know. I'm saying base. For example, if we take the base one, Haki can do it no problem, and more advanced form of Haki allow you to have like such a head start on others. I'm not gonna spoil you what, but it's such a head start for like the Naruto characters. Like they would start fighting and they would die instantly, all of them. Like it would be like a blitz attack. Like the One Piece character could blitz the Naruto characters and win. Like blitz kill. They could. I'm not joking. They could do it. I'm not saying you why.
No,
You have to read up to like.
to be honest, I
Kick
just
Island.
disagree. Naruto characters are just stronger.
Wait,
I think
look,
that's-
hear me out. Just one last thing.
I think they're stupidly strong,
Remember-
and it doesn't make
remember-
sense for ninjas.
Okay,
but
hear me out.
whatever.
Yeah, okay, you're right. But remember Zoro, okay?
Zoro from
From One Piece.
from One Piece. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The guy is never trying for the moment. Okay, he has never tried. The guy effortlessly cuts a mountain the size of a big city of a country.
I have no idea when that happened.
Like
but
on
alright.
Dressrosa. Okay, of the size of like a big city, of like a city, a
Oh, you
medium-sized
mean
city.
when he was
Yeah.
cutting down the massive
Yeah.
statue guy?
Yeah, no problem. The guy could like. Do you see what I mean? If the guy is against someone in Naruto,
Okay.
him
it's
and
true.
Mihawk,
I didn't actually think about that.
If
That
they
stone
do
guy is
it,
overpowered. I
and
didn't
we're
think of
not
that.
even talking about the emperors. Just if Zoro and Mihawk do it together, they can slice everything, no problemo. We're like, oh hello, Schlack, cut in half. Yeah.
I understand, but a meteor.
In One Piece, there's a guy who can do that. Even better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Law can do that.
Okay.
Law can like teleport objects. So if someone who like
but he can't expand his area that far.
no, like hear me out. There's like this really powerful bombs in Naruto, right? But like can make like serious damage, like proper fucking damage. Okay, but like thrown off by like characters at such a point near the ends of a series. In One Piece, Law would create like a room, teleport the bubbles away, like the bombs away, and voila. It would be like teleported for like a fucking rock, whatever. And he probably like would launch back of them, like the bombs. So
Law's good, but Law isn't that good.
no, he would be able to do it. I'm pretty sure about it. And we're not talking about the emperors. The emperors are over fucking powered. They're too strong. You don't have idea how strong they are.
I understand, but
They are strong.
But when I think of, I see your point completely. I'm like, whoa, yeah, those guys are powerful. But
Yeah,
I
but
always have to
Naruto-
turn back to Naruto and see giant fox person, giant octo bull person,
Okay.
giant cat person. What do you mean, like the tails and stuff?
But okay, about giant animals, I'm not gonna spoil you. I'm not gonna spoil you in One Piece, but there are some fucking huge animals.
Oh, do you mean
There's
the
animals?
Zona?
Look, there's
What's the point when they can when it's the ultimate version of the fruit?
it's like when it's awakened.
Yeah, like awakened.
So
right?
we've never seen the apex of One Piece characters yet. But
yeah,
still,
no, we haven't.
I could
But we've
speculate.
been teased it.
If Madara is in, Madara wins. Like with Madara, they win because they have like 100% of the force extra. Okay, let's be clear. Madara is unstoppable. No one can stop him.
You know what, Gab? For this debate, I will have to say you've convinced me a bit more that One Piece had more of a chance.
Look, our guest that's gonna come in a couple episodes. Watch Naruto, and we could maybe talk about it if Jan will allow us, if he's still alive.
Does this maybe person actually watch Naruto?
Yeah, he watched it.
Oh, I don't know if he'd be interested in it, but we'll see.
Now,
okay,
let's get back to the juice, and I didn't want to use that expression because an artist that I liked actually died a couple of days ago, or yesterday, I think.
Lol.
Whoa.
Jokes. Okay. But I never listened to him.
Yeah, but I was enjoying a couple tracks of his music, and like the other day, I was literally saying, "Oh, I like his music. I'm maybe gonna listen to like his new stuff." And yeah, died of a fucking seizure, and I'm like, and for those who do not know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about.
I don't know his name.
Juice.
World Juice thing.
Just one. And
Juice
yeah.
WRLD. Yeah. That guy.
And yeah, the guy died of a seizure in the airport of LA.
I don't listen to rap.
No, but I like the nice melodies, like the nice music. And it happened the same thing with XXXTentacion. Like, I was listening to his music and I was like, yeah, I'm really liking this dude. Then he just dies and I'm feeling.
So you just have to not really like someone because otherwise they die.
Well, I think I'm just gonna stick with classical because they cannot get more dead than that, can they?
They're already
yeah, exactly.
Dead.
They're already dead, so I think I'm just gonna stick to that.
Yeah, there we go.
Poor
My God, Gab! Every time you like someone, they die.
Cool.
Jack. The classical people, they probably died twice.
No, in all respect to his death, it's still a little bit fishy. Now, I don't want to be like the guy who's like conspiracy theories.
He obviously died of marmalade.
No, but like, hear me out. Okay. The guy, I would like
guy
hope.
Was poisoned.
I hope he's alive, but he's not. However, conspiracy theories, right? Hear me out.
Low key.
Now hear me out.
Gave me a sick idea.
This one, we're gonna come to it just real quick. However, this one is a bit of a weird one. First off, he died on the same day as the person he had most respect for, John Lennon. Now, it means nothing, okay? It can just be a weird coincidence. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, a tweet from a couple years back says precisely, let me just look it up. He says...
Silence.
Oh.
So, how are you doing, viewers? I hope you're doing well today.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I hope that you're having a nice and relaxing evening or morning or ride to whatever place you need to be.
You ready? He said, in 2017, My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple years, then fake my death. Since
Sick.
2017, a couple years have passed. Then in his lyrics, Legends, like the song Legends, he says, I'm not gonna make it past 21. Now, that's a bit more far-fetched. But the last thing, which I'm like, maybe, but I saw, was this guy was like, he checked the private jet number of a rapper, and he checked just the latest flights. And the latest flight was from LA to the Bahamas. The last place where he was LA. No.
Oh my god.
Maybe it means nothing, but
It may be nothing.
a
But
seizure is more than possible. They found a lot of marijuana in him. He was probably on some other drugs.
can you die from? I don't think you can.
No,
die
no,
from
no.
overdosage
No.
of marijuana.
No, you cannot. But what I mean is that
You can pull
the
a
guy was probably like on other drugs if he had like a random seizure like that.
Yeah.
They say he had a seizure while police was controlling his luggage for drugs. But still, I'm pretty sure it's right. It's correct. That's why it happens, and
That's sad.
people have to accept it. Like, this conspiracy is like, oh yeah, it's conspiracy, but I said it just as to inform, but to all the people who continue doing conspiracy, just accept. Let him rest in peace.
But do you know what would be a sick thing to happen? Like,
What?
I don't listen to rap, but this would be huge respect to rappers. Over time, more and more artists die, right? Die,
Yeah.
quote unquote, for this thought. So we had a Temptation where everyone was like, oh, did he actually die, or this kind of thing. And now Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Imagine at one point, maybe in like 5 years, let's say, this would be a huge collab kind of thing, and they all come out and create one big thing all together.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And
I'd
they
love
all
to. Like Tupac, just coming back from the dead.
I don't know, and it'd be like called Revival or something, and it'd be like all of them.
Look, everybody would love that to happen, but
that would throw everything.
For XXXTentacion, for example, come on, the guy was shot before people look at him and look at the person by shooting through a window. I'm sorry, good luck faking that. He's dead.
Yeah, true. But
just
like,
word,
this
maybe,
this is just an idea.
Yeah, I would love to, honestly.
This is just an idea. It would be like, how?
Everybody would like be crying, like, yes, they're alive, but
it would be the best pull off of the century.
Oh, like everybody would be extremely happy, but I don't think
it would throw the world in a rage of wow.
Yeah, like everybody would be like crying and saying like "baka" or something like that.
New level of entertainment right there.
Faking your death. Oh yes.
Yeah, but faking your own death and others doing the same thing to create one big collab in like, I don't know, a whole new album and like a revival kind of sorts.
Okay, fair enough.
Where they all
and
like
one thing that I didn't mention.
It would be the Avengers of rappers.
One thing, since you're talking about this, that you made me just think about it. Just about YouTube Rewind, yeah?
No.
No
more.
No, just one thing I wanted to say.
Don't rewind back to the rewinds.
Just imagine if this video was only like a troll. It was only to like make the internet angry. And in reality, they have this video with all of the nostalgia and everything. And they're just doing it just to milk like the hate, or I guess just to make them like anticipate. Because this is a really lazy job. Okay. Now I put the final thing. I would find that a really cool idea. Moving on.
But I don't think so. Moving on.
Do you believe in the theory.
In Santa? No.
No. I'm sorry to all the younger viewers.
You shouldn't be watching, but listening. By the way, we swear quite a bit.
No, well, not that much, but yeah.
Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up, Gab. And we insinuate marmalade. What's marmalade?
What do you
I
mean?
wonder what marmalade is.
Me too. Look,
Go ahead, yes. Sorry, Gab.
do you
Go
believe
ahead.
in the theory? I forgot the name. Of
Describe it.
everything around you is a creation of your own mind. And the only thing that you can be sure about is that you exist.
What do you mean? So you mean the thing created by a
Like-
philosopher is like, I think, therefore I am.
It's not Voltaire. No, it's not Voltaire, but that's I forgot his name. Okay, anyways, no, it's not that. It's similar to that. It's more of a like idea of everything can be a figment of your imagination, and you can never test it. And the only thing that you know is that you are alive, and that it's exactly that actually. It's that you are alive and you exist, but
Okay.
you never show about the rest. So yeah, it's what you said. I think before I am, which is from I forgot his name.
I would. This is how I would test it. It could be very difficult and all that stuff, but you close your eyes, you try to disorient yourself, and then you start touching things. Oh, that's
Why?
there. That's a thing.
What do you mean?
Okay, I close my eyes, I disorient myself, and then I start touching things, and it's all pretty normal.
And I don't see what
that
you're
proves-
getting at.
It proves that it's real.
Like, no, because it can be like a really elaborated dream, for example, or like your brain doing some really weird shit.
Yeah, that would be impressive, but I doubt it. That's my point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Like it's a cool idea, but it's really far fetched. No, not a really
Very
cool idea that I
far-fetched.
saw, and
Mhm.
I really like this one because it seems so cool. You could do a movie about it.
Mhm.
Once you're gonna as soon as you're gonna die, like every time you die, you get proposed in a parallel universe where you just get saved by the last second. So that your conscience, so that you're more or less immortal, and your conscience is carried on.
What about old
For-
age?
Old age, I don't know. Like surgeons manage to keep you alive, by I don't know, transplanting a heart or just restarting it.
I
That
mean,
can happen.
that would be cool because
And then I don't
loads
know.
of people get loads of near-death experiences. So
Yeah, I would find that so lit. Just picture that. And then you're gonna get hit by a car and you do not.
Wait, does that are you saying that people that don't die of old age and die of other things aren't real?
No, what I'm saying is that every time you're gonna die, you just get proposed into another universe where you just survive. You barely survive. And then it continues indefinitely.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be in the same time. It
Okay.
can still be you, but in another time. In another, I don't know. So you're still alive, and you can remember your past self or whatever. And yeah, I find it really cool.
That's a cool idea.
Lit idea. Another thing that keeps me awake at night, and discretion for the viewers because it will make you awake at night too,
Viewers' discretion is advised.
is apparently before you die, for 7 minutes before you die, before you completely die, your brain flashes all of your memory as a flashback. What if
That's
you're
nice.
in that flashback right now?
This is a really slow flashback.
Like, that scares me.
And
like-
what if this is a slow flashback? That means whatever life is really like is even slower than this.
No, what I mean is that
That's
flashback.
boring.
In a sort of way, you could be immortal, though, because like it's a flashback, of a flashback, of a flashback. Like, you see what I mean? But recursive thing.
What a boring life.
Look, talking about this kind of stuff, let's talk about simulations. Do you think we are in a simulation? We're
No.
getting there. Damn it, we need Jan, because me either. I don't think. Yeah, no.
We need Crazy Yan to be like, yeah,
Because-
but you know, like
because,
it
yeah.
could be possible.
Because like Shaq, you're usually like the neutral one, and Jan is like the one against me.
In these kind of theories, it's
Jan is for simulation. 100%.
I see, but then no.
I don't want to believe it. Look, just my point of view on it is that I really like it. However, it could explain a lot of things. Okay, for example, why the universe has such clapped, like units, not units, but like constants, but like Planck's constant is like 6.6 and 10 to the minus 23, blah blah blah. So like, why is it that clap? Why can't it be just like 2 or like 4 or like 7? And that could hint to like an artificial intelligence of how they always like do this like really wonky approximations to then have something that works.
Yeah.
But still, if it's a simulation, like, I feel this, like, you can never, like, the thing of physics, the beautiful thing about physics is that, and all of the sciences, is that there's an infinite amount of knowledge to be explored.
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin, the one who created, basically Kelvin, the temperature, said, there's nothing else to discover in physics. Physics is done. And then there's theory of special relativity, and then there's quantum mechanics, and now string theory, then dark matter, and then 90% of the mass of the universe has to be explored. And what if that happens? Or what about time traveling? And all of this crazy stuff, and there's just so much stuff to discover in physics alone.
It's insane.
In biology, our body is so fucking clapped. Our body only. The cell. Oh my god, don't get me started. We're still working on it. We still have to understand how it works. It gets so complicated, all of it just to make you work. What do you mean?
What a monologue. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty insane.
Like, what do you think of it? Do you think we're in a simulation? And why not?
Lol, no, because I hope life isn't as boring as this. More boring than this.
Like, what do you mean? What would happen?
I mean, if
Like,
we were in a simulation,
What
then...
if someone told you, like, in a big giant screen in the sky, or like a glitch, and then they just told you it's a simulation, just to have fun, just to see what would happen? What would you do?
Huh. How about that?
You just throw yourself up the roof, just fucking die?
No, I wouldn't go crazy. It'd just be like, how about that? That's a thing. That's... I would have loads of fucking questions.
Look, if you would build a simulation, what rules, like other than all of the universe physics, what rules will you put in the simulation? What special stuff?
I would throw magical powers.
No, like you have to make it realistic. However, there's like some
I'll make
weird...
realistic magical powers.
Okay.
Using a new elements that human bodies can control in themselves. Big brain.
Okay, look, what I would do is that once the person dies, I would create a proper heaven. Okay?
Ew, boring.
No, I would create it because what's fucking bullshit. You cannot just
I don't care
create
how
billions upon
boring
billions.
it'd be to just eternally be.
Oh
happy.
no, actually, not heaven. No. That's too easy. Once you die, you get back to their own reality. What do you think? Like this is like
out of simulation.
this is so basically humans in the future, or like in the future in this alternate reality, they're born through simulations. And basically, by dying in the simulation, you are born, like as a proper human.
Yeah.
What about that?
That would be a more realistic way of another idea.
And like hell would be like just discarding you and just killing you, and heaven would be this.
Oh crap, that's boring.
Purgatory would be like for all the people who are like in the middle,
just leave
and
it
they're
on
like
the shelf.
meh. We're just gonna put in like a B-Tech heaven, just in a heaven.
No, just leave it on a shelf to do more tests on them.
Yeah, exactly.
When they're bothered to.
Yeah, because why would you bring on like a serial killer? What is the point of that? Why would you like?
But what if it's a serial killer that helps cancer patients?
Let's materialize Adolf Hitler. What about that? Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Spice it up. Right. Spice it up, you know? Spice up the simulation.
You would never do that. Never.
Yeah, I know. Insane. But, yeah, you reminded me of... do you watch Kyrgyzstan?
Sometimes, but for this type of stuff, I watch Ep.13. Check him up. Check him out. He's the best YouTubers. He's the best for like existential crisis, but his stories are so golden.
It's different content. Kyrgyzstan is more like intellectual, and Ep.13 is existential crisis. Like, and explanations of some other cool stuff.
You present Kyrgyz stats, and I'll present Ep.13 at this point.
I like Ep.13 though. I think
just
really
1 and 1. We're not telling that one is worse than the other. To introduce to our viewers.
Okay, well, Kyrgyzstan is an animated channel where they explain really complex stuff in a very simple and easy to learn way. They're basically ideas or tests that they show, and then you can fact check it all. They put in the description, or you can do your own research about it and see what you think. It's a whole really cool thing.
Ep.13.
Shout out to them.
Ep.13 is a guy, basically a guy who talks in microphone, and he sometimes creates this like existential crisis situations where you just question everything that happened, and you're just like, oh shit, actually, this doesn't make sense. However, once you get a bit more into the videos and you see more of his content, you realize he's a perfect optimist. So there's a couple stories which are so profound, like they give me goosebumps at the end, such as Misery Was. The message in the video was basically, we're gonna get to a point where children are just gonna forget about misery and about the human condition and how people are suffering about just being miserable because they're gonna die or someone beloved died. And he basically explores that. In the end, he's a futuristic optimist, and I love that. It's golden. You have to check him out.
Yeah, very entertaining.
And he makes you think and take a stab at philosophy, which is not to discard.
Do you know what's kind of funny?
What?
I see Kyrgyzstan as the more sciencey technical, and I see Exorbone as the more creative thinker.
Yeah.
And I feel like as us both as people, I align more with Exorbone and you align more with Kurzgesagt.
Yeah. I think in this case, opposite attract.
Like, yeah, I would think, yeah, in that way. It's a
Look,
very
do you believe in that?
interesting system.
Do you believe that like opposites attract in day-to-day basis?
Depends what.
Friendships.
Poles on a magnet, sure. Friendships, no, because two positives and two negatives can also attract.
No, like can
I have
they?
many friends.
It's more like can they?
They can. Of course they can. Of course, it can sometimes not work because the positive and the negatives are, well, positive, negative in this like thought thing are both bad, negative attractions, and they attract in a bad way, so it works badly, and it's a whole mess that's happened.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it can happen. It depends. There's loads of variables.
Okay. Fair enough.
I have I would align like with multiple people who have that kind of different opposite, and but also others that are the exact same.
Okay, fair enough. You win. So
thank you. Also, oh wait. I was thinking. We mentioned Kurzgesagt and Exorbone, and I forgot what I was going to say, but now I remember. Kurzgesagt presented this philosophical idea where we are a god. All of us, as humanity. We are one single being that reincarnates through every single life out of order. And this is all to do with becoming wiser and becoming a full god as we see it, but it is just the entity. And to me that's similar to the idea of your simulation thing.
Yeah. So it's called The Egg, by the way, to anyone who wants to watch it. Cool video.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And where would you be if you were, like, which part of the life would you be? Like, towards the end, towards the middle, maybe towards the beginning?
Wait, what do you mean, of that god?
Yeah, of humanity. If we were really the egg.
Oh. I feel the end is the extinction of humanity.
Like, where would you see yourself as? Because it's always the lives it lives, it's out of order. Right?
Yeah. Like.
So, like, where does your life? Or how far in is your life?
Because
in the whole of humanity.
Like, that's a bit of a sticky one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know where we at. I'm pretty sure we are not okay. I don't want to sound apocalyptic, but we are towards the end. We don't have a million years in front of us, do we?
No, we're
except
not
if we colonize. Except if we colonize the universe, I don't really see a million years.
Yeah, the only way, like, I doubt that the extinction of us would be even from the sun expanding.
Yeah.
From the red giants.
To put in perspective, the human race has been around for like a million years, but only because of Homo erectus, which was around for a million years.
Homo sapiens are really young.
Yeah, and we managed to make everyone else extinct. we eradicated all of the genes of humans. We did a mass genocide.
In an almost egotistical way, aren't we the perfect life form of Earth?
Well, yeah, but because we killed every other
like in the end,
managed to survive that much just because it didn't create such an advanced civilization as ours. Well, that's what we know.
Oh, wait a minute. What if what we're supposed to do as a creature is to beat natural selection. Going back to the last video. That would be... So, think of it like this. As humans, we do things against natural selection, and the point of a species is to beat it and to create the perfect human, the perfect creature that surpasses natural selection.
Okay. I mean, natural selection...
Which is kind of fucked up, to be honest.
What I mean.
Which is kind of fucked up in the end, because it means we have to destroy Earth to become the perfect creature.
Look,
which is fucked up.
I still stand by that the greatest achievement that humans can do is destroy the universe. I still stand by that. Because it's true.
How about creating another universe?
I feel destroying an entire universe is harder than creating a new one. I have just that feeling. Just because, like, have you seen? It's like an atom would destroy a galaxy.
Okay. Point by don't. Look at. Okay, what do you have next to you on your table? I have a mug, right?
Okay. I have.
What's easier for me to do? To break this mug, or to make another one?
Okay. Let me put it in context. You have water. What is easier for you? Break the water or fill it up?
I can't fill up water. What do you mean fill it up?
Like you have half a bottle of water. Is it easier to break it or to fill it up? No, like, that's a bit of a clapping example. But anyways, it wouldn't apply to yours just because, like, breaking a mug, it's not breaking it. You're not atomizing the mug. By breaking, it means the atoms in that mug are reduced to protons and neutrons. Or even worse, to fucking plasma.
So you're saying,
like,
yes,
plasma,
but then when I'm creating, okay, we're thinking this on a larger scale, because when I'm creating the mug, I'm not thinking of creating it from neutrons and protons, which would be your thing.
Well,
that's how it would work. It's to me, creating a mug out of neutrons and protons and electrons is much more difficult than breaking it down into neutrons and protons and electrons.
I guess I see what you mean.
But thinking on a larger scale, right now I could just throw it out of the window and it would break.
Yeah.
And to create a new one, I would probably need to go to a pottery place, learn how to make it and not fuck it up like 10 million times, and then heat it up for a while and then paint it.
No. I get that point.
To me, creating is much more difficult.
We've gotten really, like, simulation-y wise. And I'm surprised we haven't talked about simulations on the podcasts. You know what?
Loads of times. Way too many times, Gab. First episode, I think.
No, that was dreams. And psychology.
Oh, yeah, that was the name of the episode. But didn't we talk about simulations with Jan another time?
No, like, barely.
No.
I'm pretty sure, look, we're gonna... To all viewers and listeners that came up this far, like, GG, well done. But...
I'm impressed that you're listening.
Look, we're gonna mention it again because it's a really interesting topic. I'm surprised we haven't talked about it more.
Mm-hmm.
And, guys, if you like it, tell us, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think we're taking this to a close, aren't we?
Are we? I don't know.
Yes, my dude.
Are we now? Alright. So, everyone, thank you for listening. This has been the RR3 podcast. How did we get here? Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, watch more, listen more.
that sounds such a dead voice.
Leave comments. Tell us how we're doing, and share.
Please
most of all.
talk about Odyssey. to be honest about us.
We need we
Kudasai.
need more viewers. Thank you for listening, and you'll listen to us.
Oh my
hopefully
God, no.
next week.
I'm gonna put the voice down in editing.
I'm offended.
Anyways,
We'll catch you all next time. Adios.
arrivederci. See you guys.